What's up, Everyday Blades? Got a nice one here today from one of my favorite companies, Maxace. They sent these over just before the Thanksgiving holidays, and I was fortunate enough to carry it through the holidays and use them. So I really got to put some time on them. Went up to my grandparents in East Texas and had some chores to do at the farm, so I really got to, use the knives more than usual. Then I come back home and had to change out a canopy near our pool and really got to cut up a lot of stuff with this knife. So I really got to be close with it and really try what I would like to do with all the knives I get in, but it's just not time for all that, and opportunity doesn't present itself. I don't want to just cut just plain cardboard with it. I mean, I want to really get to use it in everyday world scenarios. So if I'm lucky, I'll get a week or two worth of carrying it, but I got a couple of weeks worth of use in just a few days, so I'm happy to give a review on it. So they sent me the titanium version and they sent me the G10 version. The titanium version is S90V, which I love, fantastic steel, and the G10 version is M390, which you're not giving up anything by getting this G10 version. I can tell you, one is it's a little bit lighter. Two, the action is a little bit better for some reason. I don't know why, but the action is a little bit better and smoother. Not that the action's bad on this one by any means, but the action on this one's a little bit better. But you don't have to give up anything for the G10. I noticed the same thing with the Asher. When I got the Asher knives in and I got the G10 versions, they were really, really well done. I was just surprised. But yeah, we're gonna set this one aside because we're gonna review the titanium version. And with the titanium version, they sent all extra hardware, a very large, very nice microfiber cloth, and of course the box with the literature. So one of the knives that it reminds me the most of is the Bridgeport 1827. It's just really close in feel, and it's not quite as big, but it kind of has the same feel in hand and use. It's probably the closest knife I have to it. Another knife that's kind of close to it is a little bit smaller, is the Wesson Allman. Is it the Allman? I believe it's the Wesson Allman, yeah. Just a really good knife. I mean, it's S35. I've reviewed this. This is a good knife. Another knife in this category that I kind of consider in this category is the Asher knife Spiro. Another killer knife. And I consider this to be on par with the Spiro. The Spiro has been a huge success for them, and rightly so. Let's check some dimensions on it. Just under 3 inches, so you're good to go there if you have a 3-inch law, and 4-inch on the handle scales. Let's check the weight on it. .9, and let's check the weight of the other one. The G10 version is 3.1, so almost an ounce lighter. Okay, let's talk about some things. So let me open this because there's something in here I want to talk about. So when these originally shipped, well, I guess it's in the other box. When these originally shipped, they had a clip that just didn't work. I think Jared Neves was one of the first ones to review this clip and discover that it was a no-go. It was just a bad design flaw. And a lot of people get on a company for that, but they responded immediately. This was the original clip. See how it has no ramp, front or back, to get in and out of the pocket? They responded immediately and produced a clip that works perfectly for $1. And man, that's about as fair as a solution as you can ask for. and especially as quick as they responded. It was like immediate. I would rather have a company that had problems and fixed them immediately than I don't really know about the company's problems, right? And it pops up, and then you can't get a hold of someone, and it's, problems here and problems there. This tells me how this company responds to issues and that they care, and that means a lot to me. These tools, for what they are tools. They have to function. I mean, I live in Texas. We go out to the ranch, and sometimes this might be the only tool I have with me in a certain situation. It has to function. And trying to get it in and out of my pocket and ripping my pants up is just not cool. But man, when you fix it immediately like that, that shows me that you really care about your customers and your product. Of course, I already knew that about Maxace, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. They're a fantastic company. Everything I've reviewed for them has been top notch. I love the way the jimping is on here on the lock bar where you disengage it. It kind of reminds me of a Koenig. It's just a real smooth transition. The lock bar didn't come too tight. It's running on phosphorus bronze washers. It's got the lock bar travel and over travel stop and the lock bar insert tucked away in there. You can't even hardly see it. They did a really good job with that. I like the way they did their lock bar relief where it's not one big hole there. Of course, the optimum place for me is to put it on the inside, but I'm sure it's a whole lot easier to mill on the outside. But yeah, they did a great job with that. It's not just a big canyon in there. The clip sits on the scale instead of solely on the lock bar where it's putting pressure on it. If you're going to have a lanyard hole, that's about the best place to put it. It's not interfering with anything. It's not something that's sticking off the side of the knife. I don't really do lanyards, so it's just a great place to put it. Anodized titanium hardware, pivot collar, clip. Very nice. That blade is almost like a harpoon. It's a drop point, but it's almost like a harpoon. And of course, as I've said many times, the thumb hole opener is my favorite deployment. Man, it's just I like that a lot better than a thumb stud sticking out there. The slow roll open. If I'm working with a knife, this is how I open it every single time. Slow roll thumb opening. I'm not doing tricks and acrobatics with it, but they have all the goodies in here. It's the perfect size knife. I can get a 4-finger grip on here. The 4th finger is on this little piece here, but that keeps the knife from going backwards. It keeps from sliding in your hand, so that works really well. Great function. Very nice form. It's a good looking knife. So there they are, the Maxace Meerkats. They're about somewhere between $100 and $150, depending on which version you get. On the website it says from $1 to $150, but I think they're somewhere between $100 and $150. So go on there and check it out. I'll put the link to their website in the description. Guys, thanks for watching. God bless you and your families. Say a prayer for our country. Good night.